The sun rises over a quiet Filipino town, painting the sky in hues of gold and pink. The faint sound of roosters mixes with the laughter of children running barefoot through dusty streets. Inside a modest home made of wood and tin, a young girl hums softly as she helps her mother prepare breakfast. Her voice, clear and tender, floats through the air, a sound that could calm even the busiest morning. Her family has little, but what they lack in wealth, they make up for in love and dreams. Every Sunday, she sings in church, her voice echoing through the chapel walls like a promise. Neighbors stop to listen, whispering that one day she'll be famous, that she's the girl with the angel's voice. At night, she sits close to a flickering television, watching America's Got Talent. Her eyes shine with wonder as she sees singers from all over the world standing before the judges. One day, she whispers to herself, "That will be me." Her mother smiles from across the room, quietly praying that her daughter's dream will come true, even if the road is long and uncertain. The young girl records her songs on an old phone, uploading them online, where a few kind strangers leave words of encouragement. She doesn't know it yet, but her voice is already crossing oceans. This is the beginning of a journey, from small-town performances to the world's biggest stage. A dream born in the heart of a simple Filipina, driven by faith, love, and an unshakable belief that music can change lives. Before the world would come to know her as the Filipina Nightingale, she was just a girl with a song, and a dream that refused to die. The camera pans across a massive stage, America's Got Talent, where dreams are made or broken in a single heartbeat. The crowd buzzes with excitement as the next contestant walks in, a petite Filipina woman with kind eyes and trembling hands. She clutches the microphone as though it's the only thing keeping her steady. The bright lights glare down, and for a moment, she seems so small. "Hi, what's your name?" one of the judges asks. Her voice quivers, soft yet sincere. "My name is," she begins, then takes a breath, "and I came all the way from the Philippines." The audience cheers, sensing her courage. She smiles shyly, thanking them, then waits as the music begins to play. The first note escapes her lips, pure, soaring, and full of emotion. The room falls silent. Her voice fills every corner of the theater, rich with soul and strength, as if she's telling the story of her life through every note. The judges exchange stunned glances, one leans forward, eyes glistening. By the time she reaches the high notes, the crowd is on its feet, clapping and crying. It's no longer just a performance, it's a moment of truth, a message of hope from a small island across the sea. When the last note fades, there's a heartbeat of silence, then thunderous applause. One of the judges stands and presses the golden buzzer. Confetti rains down. She gasps, covering her face as tears fall freely. In that instant, she is no longer just a girl with a dream, she is a global sensation, the Filipina Nightingale who touched the world with her voice. Her life, and her legacy, would never be the same again. The morning after her America's Got Talent audition aired, the world woke up to a new name, the Filipina Nightingale. Her performance spread like wildfire across social media. Millions of people from different countries shared her video, tagging their friends, writing messages like, "You have to hear this voice." News outlets featured her story, a humble singer from the Philippines whose voice broke cultural barriers and touched hearts across the globe. Television anchors replayed her audition again and again, their voices trembling as they said, "This is why we love music, it unites us." In the Philippines, her hometown erupted with pride. Children danced in the streets. Neighbors gathered around small TV screens, cheering and crying as they watched their kababayan shine on the world stage. Her parents could hardly believe it, the same little girl who once sang barefoot in church was now inspiring millions. Soon, she was invited to interviews, talk shows, and charity concerts. Fans called her an angel, her voice a blessing from heaven. She used her growing fame not for luxury, but to spread hope. "If I can do it," she said with her gentle smile, "then every dreamer can." But even with cameras flashing and crowds chanting her name, she stayed grounded. She still prayed before every performance, whispering the same words she once said as a child, "Lord, let my voice touch their hearts." From local stages to global screens, her rise was more than fame, it was faith, perseverance, and love brought to life through song. The Filipina Nightingale had not just found her wings, she was soaring, carrying the dreams of her people with her. Behind the applause and bright lights, a quiet struggle unfolded, one she rarely spoke about. Even as her voice soared across the world, her body was fighting a silent battle. Doctors' visits became routine, yet she always emerged with that same radiant smile, refusing to let pain steal her light. On stage, she was strong, elegant, graceful, and unstoppable. Off-stage, there were moments of weakness, whispered prayers in hospital rooms, and tears she never wanted her fans to see. "I don't want people to pity me," she told a close friend. "I want them to feel hope." Between treatments, she still practiced her songs, her voice trembling but her spirit unbroken. Nurses would pause in the hallway, listening as her melody floated softly from her room. "She sings even here," one said. "It's like she's healing herself with her own voice." Her social media posts remained filled with gratitude and faith. "Every day is a blessing," she wrote, "and if I can sing even one more song, I'll sing it for you all." Fans flooded her page with love, calling her their inspiration, their angel on earth. But her body grew weaker, and the world began to notice her absence from the stage. Still, she never stopped believing. "If this is my path," she said in an interview, smiling through tears, "then I'll walk it with music in my heart." Her courage became her greatest performance, not in front of thousands, but in quiet hospital rooms where she faced pain with grace. The Filipina Nightingale continued to sing, even as her voice grew faint, proving that true strength is not about standing tall, but about standing through the storm. The news broke gently: the world had lost its Nightingale. Tributes poured in from every corner of the globe. Fans lit candles, shared her songs, and wrote messages of love and remembrance. On the streets of her hometown, the air was filled not with silence, but with her music. Children hummed her melodies, and elders spoke proudly of the girl who had shown the world the heart of the Filipino spirit. Television networks replayed her America's Got Talent performance, the one that first made millions weep. Even years later, the same emotions returned: awe, admiration, and that familiar ache in the heart. "She's gone," one fan wrote, "but her voice still feels alive." At a memorial concert held in her honor, artists and fans sang her favorite songs. Some cried, others smiled, but everyone felt united by her music. Her mother, standing quietly in the front row, whispered through her tears, "She did it. She really reached the world." Online, her words continued to inspire: "Dream bravely. Sing even when it hurts. Love without fear." These lines became mantras for dreamers, reminders that passion lives longer than pain. Though her journey was brief, her impact was eternal. She had proven that greatness isn't measured by fame or time, but by how deeply one touches the hearts of others. The Filipina Nightingale's story became a beacon of hope for every young artist afraid to chase their dreams. As her final song fades into memory, her legacy remains, not as a tragic ending, but as a timeless melody that continues to echo in the hearts of millions. Her voice may have gone silent, but her spirit sings forever.